Did you know that thousands of people across the UK are being fined every year, not for crimes, but for simple everyday mistakes? Even more shocking, new updates coming in 2026 could push some of these fines up to nearly $20,000. Yes, you heard that right. Something as ordinary as forgetting to update your details, parking in the wrong zone, or even handling your own money incorrectly could suddenly turn into a costly legal problem. Now here's the surprising part. Many of these rules are changing quietly, and most seniors have no idea they even exist. These laws are designed to improve safety and fairness, backed by real government data and research. But if you're not aware of them, you could easily break a rule without realizing it, and still face the consequences. So before you assume this won't happen to me, think again. Because one of the rules we're about to cover is something millions of people do every single day, and it could put you at serious risk. Stay with me. Number 1. Driver medical declaration changes. Imagine this. You've been driving safely for decades, confident behind the wheel, knowing every turn and road like the back of your hand. But in 2026, one small oversight, something as simple as not reporting a health condition, could suddenly lead to serious fines, license suspension, or even legal trouble. Sounds unfair. It's actually part of a growing effort to keep roads safer for everyone. Recent research shows that certain age-related conditions, like vision decline, slower reaction time, or mild cognitive changes, can increase the risk of accidents. Because of this, authorities are tightening the rules around medical declarations for drivers, especially for seniors. What's important to understand is this: it's not about stopping you from driving, it's about making sure you're still safe and legally protected while doing so. Here's where many people unknowingly make a mistake. Conditions like diabetes, heart issues, sleep disorders, or even temporary dizziness may now need to be reported. Ignoring this requirement, even if you feel perfectly fine, can result in hefty penalties. And the tricky part: many drivers assume their doctor will handle it, but in most cases, the responsibility is actually yours. So what should you do? Start by scheduling regular health checkups and having an open conversation with your doctor about your driving ability. If you're diagnosed with anything that could affect your driving, take a few minutes to report it properly to the relevant authority. It's a small step that can save you from massive fines and unnecessary stress. If this opened your eyes, imagine what the next rules could reveal. Drop a comment below saying "I'm aware" if you're learning something new today. And don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us keep bringing you important updates like this. Number 2. Stricter benefits fraud checks. Now imagine this situation. You're receiving your pension or government support just like you always have, everything seems normal. But behind the scenes, systems in 2026 are becoming smarter, faster, and far more strict. A small detail you forgot to update, like a change in savings, living situation, or even support from family, could suddenly flag your account. And yes, this could lead to serious fines or repayment demands that catch many people completely off guard. Governments are now using advanced data systems to cross-check financial information in real time. This isn't random. It's based on research showing that even unintentional errors in benefit claims have cost billions over the years. So the rules are tightening, not just to stop fraud, but to ensure that support goes to those who truly need it. The problem is, many seniors don't realize that even an honest mistake can now be treated as a violation. For example, if your bank balance increases, you receive an inheritance, or someone moves into your home, this could affect your eligibility. Even delays in reporting these changes can raise red flags. And the penalties? They can range from large fines to suspension of benefits, creating financial stress when you least expect it. So what's the smart move? Stay proactive. Make it a habit to review and update your information regularly. Keep records of any financial changes, no matter how small they seem. If you're unsure, it's always better to report first and clarify later than risk being penalized. If this made you rethink how you manage your information, comment "Stay updated" below. We read every single one. And please take a second to subscribe. Your one click helps us keep creating videos that truly protect and inform you. Number 3. Home safety compliance, fire and energy rules. Now picture this. You're sitting comfortably in your home, feeling safe, everything just the way you like it. But what if your home no longer meets the latest safety standards introduced in 2026? And worse, what if something as simple as an outdated smoke alarm or poor insulation could lead not only to danger, but also to unexpected fines? Recent studies have shown that many home accidents, especially fires, could be prevented with modern safety systems. Because of this, new regulations are focusing heavily on fire alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and energy efficiency standards. These changes are designed to protect lives, but here's the catch: if your home doesn't meet these updated requirements, you could be held responsible. Many seniors assume that once their home is set up, there's nothing more to worry about. But rules are evolving. For example, certain properties now require certified smoke alarms in specific locations, and in some cases, proper insulation or energy ratings must meet new benchmarks. Ignoring these updates might not seem like a big deal today, but it could lead to penalties, insurance issues, or even safety risks tomorrow. So what can you do right now? Start by checking your home for working smoke alarms and detectors. Replace old batteries, upgrade outdated devices, and if needed, get a professional safety inspection. It's a simple step that protects not just your wallet, but your peace of mind and safety. Take a moment and comment "Safe Home" if you're going to check your house today. We want to see who's taking action. And don't forget to subscribe. It's one click for you, but it means the world to us and keeps these important videos coming. Number 4. Online scam reporting obligations. Let's be honest, most scams today don't look like scams at all. They come as friendly messages, official-looking emails, or even phone calls that sound completely real. Now here's the twist. In 2026, it's not just about avoiding scams. In some situations, failing to report them quickly could actually create serious complications for you. Studies show that older adults are among the most targeted groups for online fraud, simply because scammers assume they're less familiar with fast-changing technology. That's why new policies are focusing on early reporting and digital awareness. The goal is to stop scams before they spread, but many people don't realize how important their role has become. Imagine this: you receive a suspicious call, maybe even lose a small amount of money, and decide to ignore it, thinking it's over. But if that same scam continues and affects others, your delayed response could complicate investigations, especially if your bank account or details were involved. In some cases, this can lead to financial liability or difficulty recovering lost funds. So what's the smart approach? The moment something feels off, whether it's a strange message, unexpected payment request, or login alert, act immediately. Contact your bank, report it through official channels, and secure your accounts. Also, start using strong passwords and trusted apps to reduce your risk. Remember, staying silent is no longer safe. Being alert and responsive is your strongest defense in this digital age. If you've ever received a suspicious message, comment "Stay alert." Let's see how many people can relate. And please subscribe. It takes just one click, but it helps us keep creating content that protects you and your loved ones. Number 5. Waste disposal and recycling fines. Now here's something most people never expect: getting fined for throwing away their own trash. Sounds strange, right? But in 2026, waste disposal rules are becoming stricter than ever, and even a small mistake in how you sort your garbage could lead to unexpected penalties. Environmental research has shown that improper waste separation is one of the biggest reasons recycling systems fail. Because of this, local authorities are now enforcing clear and strict recycling guidelines. This means every household is expected to correctly separate items like plastic, paper, food waste, and general trash. And yes, they are checking more closely than before. Here's where many people go wrong. It's easy to assume that tossing everything into one bin or mixing items just this once won't matter, but it does. For example, putting food waste in a recycling bin or failing to clean containers properly can contaminate entire batches of recyclable material. As a result, councils are now issuing fines for repeated mistakes or non-compliance. So what can you do to stay safe? Start by learning your local bin system and collection rules. Label your bins if needed, rinse recyclable items, and take a moment to sort things correctly. It might feel like a small effort, but it makes a big difference for both the environment and your wallet. Because in this case, what you throw away could actually cost you. Be honest, have you ever mixed your trash like this? Comment "I'll fix it" if you're changing your habits today. And don't forget to subscribe. Your one click supports the hard work we put into bringing you these important updates. Number 6. Pet ownership regulations. If you have a pet, this one might surprise you. That loving companion sitting next to you, your dog or cat, could actually become the reason for a serious fine in 2026 if you're not following the latest rules. It's not about being a good pet owner anymore, it's about being a legally compliant one too. New regulations are focusing heavily on animal identification, safety, and responsibility. Research in animal welfare has shown that thousands of lost or abandoned pets could have been easily returned or protected if proper systems, like microchipping and registration, were in place. That's why authorities are tightening the law to ensure every pet is traceable and properly cared for. Here's where many people unknowingly slip up. Some pet owners either delay microchipping, forget to update their contact details, or assume it's optional. In reality, failing to register or update your pet's information can now lead to fines and legal consequences. And it doesn't stop there. Rules around leashing, public behavior, and control are also being enforced more strictly. Imagine your pet accidentally runs off or causes a disturbance in a public area. Without proper registration or control, you could be held fully responsible, both financially and legally. That's a situation no one wants. So what's the solution? Make sure your pet is microchipped, registered, and your details are always up to date. Use proper leashes in public spaces and stay aware of local rules. These simple steps protect not just your pet, but also your peace of mind. If you truly care about your pet, comment "responsible owner" below. We'd love to see it. And please subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us continue creating content that really matters. Number 7. Cash handling and tax reporting. High impact rule. Now this is the rule that catches the most people off guard, and it could hit your wallet the hardest. In 2026, the way you handle your own money, especially cash transactions, is under much closer watch. And the shocking part? Even if it's your hard-earned money, failing to report certain transactions properly could lead to serious fines or legal trouble. Governments are tightening financial regulations based on global research into money laundering, tax evasion, and hidden income flows. As a result, banks and financial systems now monitor large or unusual cash movements more closely than ever before. But here's the issue. Many seniors still prefer using cash and may not realize that these habits can raise red flags under the new rules. For example, depositing a large amount of cash, lending money to family without documentation, or receiving payments informally could all trigger questions. If you cannot clearly explain or document these transactions, authorities may treat them as unreported income or suspicious activity. And yes, this is where penalties can climb into the thousands, or even up to $20,000 in extreme cases. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you can't use cash. It simply means you need to be more organized and transparent. Keep basic records of where your money comes from, especially for larger amounts. Use bank transfers when possible, and avoid informal cash deals that leave no paper trail. Because in today's world, it's not just about having money, it's about being able to prove it's legitimate. This one is important. Comment "smart money" if you're going to track your finances better from today. And don't forget to subscribe. Your single click helps us keep sharing information that can save you from costly mistakes. Number 8. Parking and low emission zones. Here's a rule that can catch you in seconds, without any warning, without any conversation, just a fine sent straight to your home. In 2026, parking regulations and low emission zones are expanding rapidly across many areas, and thousands of drivers are already being fined simply because they didn't realize they had entered a restricted zone. Environmental studies have clearly linked vehicle emissions to serious health problems, especially in urban areas. Because of this, authorities are introducing stricter clean air policies, limiting access for vehicles that don't meet specific emission standards. The tricky part? These zones are often monitored by automatic cameras, meaning there's no one to stop you. You only find out when the fine arrives. Many seniors, especially those who have been driving the same routes for years, assume nothing has changed. But that familiar road you've always used might now fall under a new restriction. Even parking in certain areas for a short time, or driving through a restricted zone unknowingly, can lead to instant penalties. So how do you stay safe? First, check whether your vehicle meets the required emission standards. Look for updates in your local area and pay attention to new signs or road markings. If needed, plan alternative routes or consider upgrading to a compliant vehicle. Because in today's system, it's not about intention, it's about awareness. And a few seconds of checking can save you from costly surprises. Have you ever been fined without realizing why? Comment "check routes" if you're going to stay alert from now on. And please subscribe. It's just one click, but it supports the effort we put into keeping you informed and protected. Number 9. TV license and media regulations. Here's a rule that might feel familiar, but in 2026, it's more important than ever to stay on top of it. Millions of seniors assume that once they've paid their TV license, everything is set, but new monitoring methods mean even small oversights could lead to fines and legal notices. The shocking truth? Some people are still being penalized even when they think they're fully compliant. Recent research and government reports show that digital tracking and automated checks have made enforcement more precise and less forgiving. If your license expires, or if your household setup changes and you don't update it, authorities can quickly identify discrepancies. This isn't about being unfair, it's about ensuring that all households contribute fairly, especially as the cost of maintaining public broadcasting rises. Many seniors overlook small details, like adding a new TV in a different room, streaming devices, or changes in household members. Even forgetting to renew on time can trigger fines, and in some cases, repeated oversight can escalate into serious penalties. The good news: compliance is simple if you stay proactive. Keep your license valid, update details whenever household changes occur, and double-check deadlines. By doing so, you protect yourself from unnecessary fines and avoid stress. Staying informed about this small but crucial requirement ensures you continue enjoying your favorite shows without worry, because in 2026, it's not just about watching TV, it's about being legally protected. If you've ever forgotten to update your TV license, comment "license check" below. Let's see who's staying vigilant. And don't forget to subscribe. Just one click helps us continue creating videos that save you from costly mistakes and unnecessary stress. Number 10. Caregiving and legal responsibilities. This last rule is one that many seniors don't even think about until it's too late. If you're taking care of a family member, relative, or even a neighbor, 2026 brings new regulations that tighten legal responsibilities for caregivers. And here's the truth: failing to follow these rules, even unintentionally, could lead to fines, legal trouble, or serious liability. Recent studies show that caregiving is a growing responsibility for older adults, but without proper legal safeguards, mistakes can happen. For example, failing to document care routines, neglecting to follow medication instructions, or not reporting significant changes in a dependent's health could be seen as a violation under the new laws. These rules aren't just bureaucratic, they're designed to protect vulnerable individuals, but they also put the responsibility squarely on the caregiver. Many seniors assume that experience alone is enough. But authorities now expect caregivers to maintain records, follow official guidelines, and understand legal obligations. This means training, documentation, and clear communication with medical and legal professionals are essential. Even minor oversights, like missing a scheduled report or forgetting to update care plans, could trigger fines or other consequences. So what's the practical advice? Stay organized, keep clear records of daily care, and regularly consult with healthcare or legal professionals. This not only protects those in your care but also safeguards your own finances and peace of mind. Remember, proactive caregiving today prevents major problems tomorrow. If you're a caregiver or know someone who is, comment "responsible care" below. Let's see who's committed to protecting both themselves and their loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe. Just one click supports all the effort we put into creating videos that keep you informed, safe, and prepared. As we've seen, 2026 brings major changes that every senior in the UK needs to be aware of. From driver medical declarations and benefits updates, to home safety, online scams, and even how you handle your cash, the rules are evolving, and ignorance is no longer a defense. Each of these 10 regulations is designed to protect people, communities, and the environment, but they also come with serious consequences if overlooked. In fact, fines of up to $20,000 are no longer hypothetical, they are very real, and they affect thousands of people every year. What's important to understand is that these rules aren't meant to complicate life, they're meant to safeguard it. By taking small, practical steps like keeping your medical and financial information up to date, properly registering pets, checking your home safety, and staying aware of parking zones, you're not only avoiding fines, you are protecting your independence, health, and peace of mind. Even rules that seem minor, like TV licenses or waste disposal, can have real financial implications if ignored. The key takeaway here is awareness and action. Knowledge alone won't protect you, it's the daily, simple actions that make a difference. By staying informed, reviewing your responsibilities, and implementing these changes in your life, you're taking control in a world where rules are stricter than ever. So remember, this isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Each of these 10 rules is something you can manage with a little planning and attention. Start today, not tomorrow. Check your records, update your information, and take the necessary steps to stay fully compliant. Your wallet, your legal standing, and your peace of mind will thank you. Stay alert, stay informed, and take control of your life in 2026. Would you like me to now combine all 10 sections into a fully polished, ready-to-narrate script with smooth transitions and storytelling flow for your video? It will read like a professional, faceless video script that keeps viewers engaged from start to finish.